What's up guys, it's your favorite twins, and today we're reacting / revisiting Halsey's second studio album, Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I've heard this album, I have favorites off of this album, but I don't know if you've heard this album.
I have heard maybe 3 to 4 songs off this album as a whole, but not as much as you have.
Not enough. There are some songs that I have maybe forgotten. So I am excited to still revisit / react. The album pretty much tells the story of Romeo and Juliet. I guess the genders are kind of swapped. The main character, Luna, is bisexual, and she has a main love interest named Solace,
which is
Moon and
Sun.
Yeah,
so I like that. It's kind of cool. Jordan and I actually in high school read the entire. No, what play did we read by William Shakespeare?
Hamlet.
It was Hamlet.
It was not
Romeo and Juliet.
No.
It's so cool that the album's concept takes after that. Notably, we have Now or Never and Bad at Love, and those are 2 of Halsey's, in my opinion, biggest songs.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to kind of hear the rest because, again, like, I don't remember what I know.
That excites me. I don't know. I like when we react and one of us kind of knows what the other doesn't. I know what I'm anticipating, but I'm curious to see what your reaction is going to be to some of them.
Yeah.
Heaven in Hiding is one of my favorite songs ever.
Now, I love Heaven in Hiding.
Yeah, I want you to hear Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know if you know Alone.
Now, before we get started, can all of you lovely, beautiful people harass this man in the comments to listen to, or to have us listen to If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power? I have been begging him. Okay, and I'm gonna give Hopeless Fountain Kingdom their due. But after this, you know what comes next.
Badlands.
What the fuck?
And Manic. I don't know, guys. I just wanted to visit the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom first, and then Badlands, and I just kind of want to see everything that came before.
Right. Before we get started, of course, we have to shout out our Patreon. Over there, you can find exclusive reactions and full-length album reactions. So, if you're into that kind of thing, go join.
I guess you could say this is our introduction to Halsey's discography.
This is our introduction to Halsey because Halsey's never been on the channel. So, hey.
2 households, both alike in dignity. A pair of star-crossed lovers take their life. Is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. The which if you with patient ears attend. I am a child. Money hungry by full.
Oh, I like this beat.
Looking artist put his hands on me again. He said one day I'd realize why I don't have any friends, but he can make me golden if I just show some respect. But I don't let him touch me anymore. I said I'm not something to butter up and taste when you get bored. He said please don't go away. He said please don't go away. I said it's too late. I said it's too late. Now I can't stop thinking that I can't stop thinking that I almost gave you everything.
Oh wow.
He wrote 100 letters just for me.
Title.
And I find them in my closet, in the pockets of my jeans. Every single one's forgotten in a laundromat machine. I have spent too many nights on dirty bathroom floors to find some peace and quiet right behind the wooden door. Now the whole thing's finished and I can't stop wishing that I never gave you anything. Said it's too late. Now the whole thing's finished. He said please don't go away.
I love this beat.
I said it's too late. I said it's too late.
Oh wow.
I've always loved that as an opener.
Yes,
it has this calming energy to it.
It's so calming.
But like, I wanted you to hear like the intro into the song because 100 Letters is where it genuinely feels like it starts. Like, it feels like the curtains opened, and this is Act 1.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it almost feels Shakespearean to me. I don't know how else to describe that.
Yeah, no, I mean, to speak on the prologue, to see it was directly taken from the opening of the Romeo and Juliet play, it just works. It's talking about, you know, like, the division of two households in this sense, so kind of switch it up a little bit. You know, there's not really much to say about that. It's more of prepare you for what you're about to experience with the album. So then you go into 100 Letters. First of all, I love everything about verse 1 with the King Midas put his hands on me again.
It's placing you in that time period almost.
Yes, and then I kind of like how by the second verse we kind of get to a more modern reality with the laundromat and put it in my jeans. So I like it. I also love that the chorus didn't say 100 letters. It was in the second verse. It was very slight. It was slick. 100 Letters was a very good opening. I love that that pre-chorus, my absolute favorite part of the song.
No, fair enough. I really love how the chorus kind of picks up, and there's a bit of a key change. It's slight, but it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you pretty much said everything that I would say about the song. Like I said, I'm excited to see your thoughts on it.
Okay.
I do agree with everything regarding the storyline. I think that it opens this up perfectly, and Eyes Closed is another one of my favorite songs. So I think I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing that is really where the storyline is.
And that's what I want you to listen to.
Okay. Alright, guys.
Alright.
100 Letters.
I know where to lay. I know what to say. It's all the same.
Love that.
Such airy vocals.
Now if I keep my eyes closed, he looks just like you. But you've been replaced. I'm face to face with someone new. So tell me where I went wrong. Would have gave it all for you, cared for you. Would have traded all for you, cared
would have done everything for this person.
But he'll never stay. You don't realize that I'm thinking about you. It's nothing new. Now if I keep my eyes closed, it feels just like you.
Love that ending. So, like, Eyes Closed, I was reading here, right? I've always listen to it on a surface level, obviously, how you're with someone new but you still have feelings for your ex, and you know, we hear that all the time, like, if I keep my eyes closed, it feels like you're still here, and this person feels just like you. They're giving me that same, I guess, euphoria that you did, but when I open my eyes, I realize
it's not you.
It's not you.
Yeah.
And then everything comes rushing in, all the pain, heartache, all the memories.
Yeah.
And in some cases, you can't get past that because you still miss that specific person. It's like, you can give me the same thing that this person gave me, but I only want it from this person.
Exactly.
Makes sense?
Exactly.
But reading here and listening to the album within its concept, with the album being inspired by Romeo and Juliet, the lines could be alluding to Juliet, who continues to be devoted to Romeo even after Capulet tells her to marry Paris. I don't know the Romeo and Juliet story.
Yeah, I don't know it.
So I'm reading for that reason.
Yeah.
So I can pick up on all, you know, the allegory and all
and everything like that.
You know,
but that makes sense. Because, like, again, you moved on with somebody, so it's like, in order to make this work, you know, when I close my eyes,
closed.
all touch feels like you. Yeah. I kind of wish the chorus picked up a little bit towards the end, but I also
like a bit bigger, like swelled up a little bit.
Yeah. But I also like the fact that it was that calming energy.
Also reading here that The Weeknd contributed to the song's melody. I can hear it.
Oh, yes.
And if he was a feature, I'm surprised he never got a remix. Him on the second verse.
That would have been amazing.
And then them together on the chorus, that's the pickup you wanted.
Wow.
That's the pickup you wanted.
Wow. Don't make me upset, because that would have been really good.
Does that exist? They also could have vocally played as, like, Solus and Luna.
Exactly.
Like a duet.
Exactly. Oh, that would have been awesome.
Sitting on the counter in your kitchen, can you hear my heartbeat fucking kicking? Push up on my toes, you call me sweet then. And breathing down your neck, your body screaming. And I thought that you would have bossed tonight, but I can't put up
my song.
And when you start to feel the rush, a crimson headache, aching blush, and you surrender to the touch, you know. Don't you see what you're finding? This is heaven and hiding. And then you start to look at me, a physical fatality. And you surrender to the heat, you know. I can put on a show.
Woo, of course.
Sitting on the concrete in your basement. So this ain't what you usually do, and a girl like me is new for you. I can put on a show. Don't you see what you're finding? This is heaven and hiding. And then you start to look at me.
Yeah, good kick up. Oh, this is a good song.
And when you start to feel the rush, a crimson headache, aching blush, and then you start to look at me, a physical fatality, and you surrender to the heat. This is heaven and hiding. This is heaven and hiding. Some heaven and hiding.
Oh, that is probably one of my favorite Halsey songs.
Yeah, it's up there.
That
Top
song
5 for me.
is so good.
So much.
Heaven and Hiding is so good. So I mean, okay, let's.
I'm trying to read.
Yeah, okay.
This storyline, because here it's saying that it could be the version of the party scene from Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
The star-crossed lovers experience love at first sight, and Tybalt spots Romeo with Juliet and immediately wants to fight him. So
Okay.
here it's kind of like Solus and Luna have a fight, and it's metaphorical, referring to their sexually charged interaction. Can I just shout out whoever broke this down? Because this is really, really smart.
They really broke it down like that. But then we're also reading that it could be where another lover
It's in the mix.
is in the mix, maybe. When you find a gem, when you find that diamond in the rough, like, do you know what you have? In this case, for the storyline, you're gonna almost fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like, Halsey, this is, wow, beautifully written too. And I think the melody, this is a chorus that builds.
Yeah.
And it builds so nicely just because, like, you feel the emotion behind it.
I'm thinking about this idea of heaven and hiding, though. Right? And I'm taking it two ways. Like, okay, this is heaven. What we have together is heaven, like you said.
Right.
But we have to hide it to protect it almost. But there's almost a heaven in that. Like, as we're hiding, there's a peace in that. Because it keeps everybody else out. This is one of my favorite beats. It's one of my favorite songs by Halsey vocally. I just think it has this charged energy in it. It has that pickup we were talking about in the chorus, how it kind of, the beat does these switches that keeps the energy high, and it keeps it interesting. I think that that's why it's always been one of the standout tracks for me.
Oh my gosh, I remember this. But I never thought. Is that it?
Experience for the first time.
Okay.
Said he tried to phone me, but I never have time. He said that I never listen, but I don't even try. I got a new place in Cali. She asked if I recognize her, and I told her I might. See, everywhere I go, I got a million different people trying to kick it, but I'm still alone in my mind. I know you're dying to meet me, but I can just tell you this: you wish that you never did.
Love that.
And I got into some trouble with that drink in my veins, 'cause it's loud in my brain, and I can never say sorry, 'cause I won't take the blame. I know
The song Sorry?
go missing,
Oh, shit.
and lying awake where I'm distant or I'm running away. You know that everywhere I go, I got a million. Baby, as soon as you meet me, you wish that you never did. I know you wanna, I know you wanna slip under my arm.
I love that line.
We're trying to hit it, but I'm still alone.
Hit it.
Hit it.
In my mind, I know you're dying to meet me.
Oh, and so abruptly. Oh, wow.
The topic of that song always has me so, like, it's like, damn. Because on one hand, it's a bop.
It really is.
It gets you moving, it gets you grooving. When you look at the lyrics, it's like, damn. Imagine being a person where you know your trouble. It's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, because when people come up to you and want to get to know you, you're like, you like me now?
Right.
But you're not going to like me.
And that's based off your, like, life experiences. So it kind of sucks because it's like all you've ever seen is people come in and leave. So you're kind of always prepared for that. And they're always leaving because of what they've seen. So that's kind of sad. But I'm reading here that this is from the second character's perspective.
Okay.
And Heaven and Hiding is from the first. So
I like that.
I think Luna's the first, Solus is the second, or so. I know she gender swapped. Listen, I'm trying to keep up, but
we're trying to keep up.
But it's about a social butterfly taking place in the same setting,
the
party.
Okay.
So I think that that's a really cool concept as well.
Okay, I like that. I like that. As soon as the beat started to kick for this song, I was like, oh yeah, I know this. It's a hit. It's a good song. And then of course you're gonna go into Now or Never, which was arguably, other than Bad at Love, the album's biggest hit.
Yeah. I know it's the first
excited.
single.
This album's kind of flying right now, and it's seamless.
I think we should watch the videos. I know you want to slip under my armor.
I love that.
I love that line. Okay, we had a little pause, right? You guys know on this channel we like to break shit down. We like to understand. I needed to look up Romeo and Juliet to understand. So Tybalt is Juliet's cousin.
What the fuck?
They meet, I guess, at this Capulet party. Romeo falls instantly in love with Juliet, but she's due to marry her father's choice, the County Paris. I guess Juliet has a nurse, and they arrange for the couple to marry the next day. But Romeo's attempt to halt a street fight leads to the death of Tybalt. Romeo is banished. And so, in a desperate attempt to be reunited with Romeo, Juliet follows the friar's plot and fakes her own death. The message fails to reach Romeo, and believing Juliet is dead, he kills himself in her tomb. Juliet wakes to find Romeo's corpse beside her and kills herself, and the grieving family agree to end their feud.
I don't wanna fight right now. No, you always right now. No one needs you around with me. Been through the ups and the downs with me. Got a whole lot of love, but you don't wanna spread it around with me. Never pick up when you want me. Now I gotta draw a line. Baby, we done enough talking. Gotta be right now, right now. Baby, gon' love me now, now or never. Said you don't wanna keep you around forever. I'm turning off the light right now. I'm calling it up night. Now wishing you were around with me, but you in a different town than me. Trying to talk to a wall, but you could never tear it down for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I love how, like, it's, I love the word calming. It really is.
It's kind of melodramatic, too.
Yeah,
but I love that. It's gotta be right now. Right now.
Baby, gon' love me now, down forever. Hey, said you don't wanna keep you around forever. Yeah, draw a line up. Don't take no more time up. Baby, you gotta decide something. Let me know. Baby, gon' love me now. Now or never. Said you don't wanna keep you around.
Ooh.
I want you to love me now.
Oh, I hear it.
Oh.
What a hit. What a hit.
Yeah. Now I never hit so hard. I haven't heard that song in years, though.
Me too. It's
like
been a long time.
I haven't even revisited
But
it.
I remember it was everywhere. It was everywhere.
I would say this is one of the songs that made you know who Halsey was.
Yeah.
Like
you know what's
after
crazy?
Badlands.
Halsey got some good music. For Now or Never, I mean, really, aside from the storyline, just talking about, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna cherish me, if you're gonna show me that you appreciate me and want me, you need to do it now. Because I've showed you that I want to keep you around forever.
Right.
So you have to do the same now. I want you to hold me down. I want you to do it forever. So really kind of just like this, I don't want to say this plea to this person, but like,
this ultimatum.
This ultimatum. You gotta let me know or it's never gonna happen.
Yeah. Really, it just feels like a story of commitment.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, either you're going to commit to me like I'm willing to commit to you, or I'm going to chuck the deuce.
And in the end, we know that Romeo and Juliet truly did commit to each other.
And they both chucked the deuce.
Yeah.
Storyline, though. I could be wrong, but that's why I wanted to educate myself, because this kind of feels like that moment where they're deciding to kind of run.
Oh, I was just
almost
that. Yes.
Or like making that decision.
Yeah, kind of that runaway love. Yeah.
Do this and marry the next day, or maybe even where Romeo is banished, or Solus, or Luna is banished. Yeah. Anyway, sonically, I was reading that it kind of sounds like "Needed Me." I hear it.
Oh,
it definitely has that vibe.
I do.
I also think about that line, "But you can never tear it down for me." A parallel sort of to "Alone," where she says, "I know you want to get under my armor."
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Again, about that vulnerability.
I've missed your calls for months it seems. Don't realize how mean I can be, 'cause I can sometimes treat the people that I love like jewelry. 'Cause I can change my mind, but I still know your birthday and your mother's favorite song. So I'm sorry to my unknown lover. Sorry that I can't believe that anybody ever really starts to fall in love with me.
Yeah.
I run away when things are good. I never really understood the way you laid your eyes on me. My ignorance has struck again and tore you open till the end. And I'm sorry, didn't mean to leave you and all of the things that we had behind. And someone will love you, but someone isn't me. Sorry to my unknown lover. Sorry I could be so blind. Someone will love you, but someone isn't me.
Wow. Wow.
I
love that song.
That has always been
Love that
one
song.
of my favorites. There's so many ways in which I feel you could relate to that song.
Wow.
I relate to it. You know, I'm human. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
So I feel like I relate to this from both perspectives. Sometimes this is what you want to say to people, the people that you love. Sometimes it's what you want to hear from the people you love. Is a sorry for the ways that you've been treated,
Yes.
and you want to apologize for the ways that you have treated people.
Yeah.
We all have insecurities. We all have things that have happened that are a driving force for why we are the way that we are. You know, so
Yeah.
there are a couple lyrics I want to highlight in the song. For one, but I still know your birthday and your mother's favorite song. I may not always show that I care, or that I love you, or that I'm paying attention, or that I notice things, or remember things. But I do.
But I do.
And there are things unspoken
Yes.
that, you know, are the ways in which I do show that I care. It's a very silent care, and some people are like that, you know?
It's the truth.
They're not very expressive outwardly with
Yeah.
their love.
Yeah.
So that was something I wanted to highlight, because I love how she spends the whole time explaining herself and apologizing, but then still reassures and says, but I do remember this.
Yeah, I know this.
You know?
I love the try them on, or I treat them like jewelry.
I was going to say, yeah, that's another line I was going to highlight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to try you on. Try you on as in test you out. See if you worked for me. See if you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes, even if it was genuine, it was so short-lived that you literally feel like you were a test trial and forgotten about. And then, obviously, the entire chorus.
Oh,
Just,
the chorus is beautiful.
sorry to my unknown lover. I take it as a lover that I don't yet know.
Yeah.
Apologizing before you even get into it with me. And
That's
that
so
feels
true.
like a parallel to Heaven in Hiding.
Yes.
Or even Alone.
No, Alone. I was thinking Alone.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
a huge parallel
Alone.
to, again, putting that wall up. I'm sorry. It's gonna be a lot here. There's gonna be a lot to deal with, and I'm apologizing in advance. So, how relatable is that? Wow, that's actually one of my favorites.
The other part of Unknown Lover is the lover that I don't know as a person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're unknown to me because
Yeah.
I haven't taken the time to get to know you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Halsey dealt with BPD, but one of the symptoms includes self-loathing and excessive guilt. So to even know that there might be that personal layer in there as well. Wow.
Great. Wow.
Very personal song. In terms of storyline, because I was thinking about that as well, it almost feels like this is definitely the moment where, like, maybe because they're from two different places and it's kind of like a forbidden love, this character is sorry that they can't be together almost.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you get that as well?
That's what I was
kind
thinking
of? Like, that's what I'm getting at. But it definitely has more of a personal layer. That I love how stripped back it is on the piano. It's just a beautiful song.
It relies on the vocals, and I love that.
It's beautiful.
They told me once there's a place where love conquers all. A city where the streets flow with milk and honey. I haven't found it yet.
Ooh, milk and honey, heaven. The streets filled with milk and honey. That's how they describe heaven.
Perhaps hopeless isn't a place, nothing but a state of mind. They told me once, don't trust the moon.
Trust the moon.
But nothing here is as it seems. Nothing here is as it seems.
Sun is coming up. Solus?
Oh yeah, don't trust the moon. Luna.
Hold on. Okay, we're gonna get into this. Let me just...
Oh, this is my song!
Breakfast is cold as our bed. I'm watching you choke down the words that you said. I watch you devour, mistake me for bread. I gave you the messiest head, you give me the messiest head. But I get the message, you wish I was dead. See you better, break a sweat. All I'm saying is if you don't love me no more, then lie.
I heard what you said. You talk about your head game. I know that it's fire flame. There's something we cannot change. Treat her right and she won't complain. Bring back the title. She talk like the Eiffel. Every move's vital. What you gonna die for when everything you told lies?
You can't tell me that vocally that is not one of her strongest.
Yeah.
That is such a good song.
It's so tantalizing. I love that song.
Quavo ain't saying shit, but I
he was in there.
I really like his verse. Like, oddly enough, I think his verse is so good. Good morning, as in like morning, the morning of the loss of somebody, kind of closing that chapter.
Yeah,
and for the sun to now kind of hear that side, for that to be halfway into the album, it's now going to be a completely different point of view. A narrative switch. I love that.
It feels like there's this third person looming, but I'm not positive. But Halsey said on Twitter that Luna is the moon, yes, and the sun is trying to make her different. So is Solus changing Luna in a bad way? I love the child speaking on society.
That was so good. That was so good.
Or maybe, it could symbolize Solus' younger view of the situation.
If you don't love me no more, then lie.
Okay. Wait. I think I got you. Yeah, honestly, I don't have nothing to say about lie. Lie
is perfection.
Lie eats. And I can't tell a lie. So I think that they were great on that collaboration.
Been about 3 days and I'm coming back. I'm about 4 minutes from a heart attack. Fist fight in a limousine, but they don't know. And we both hope there's something, but we both keep fronting. And I'm thinking, damn, if these walls could talk. Well, they'd be like, shit is crazy, right? 2 weeks since you went away.
This sounds like an old 90s song.
Yeah.
But she's so damn good with a bobby pin. Now you gone, play me like a violin, hitting these notes. But we both keep frontin'. That ain't your baby no more.
Let her go.
love the way that goes into each other.
Got a boy back home in Michigan, and it tastes like Jack when I'm kissing him. So now he's gone and he's calling me a bitch again. So I told him that the music will be worth the wait, but he wants me in the kitchen when the dinner play. I believe that we're meant to be. Always make the same mistakes, cause I'm bad at love. Ooh, ooh. But you can't blame me for trying. Looking at my history, I'm bad at love. Got a girl with California eyes, and I thought that she could really be the one this time. I never got a chance to make a mind, but she fell in love with little thin white lines. I told no one, but we look so cute. Jealousy, 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 get the best in me. You know I'd be lying, saying you're the one. Ooh, ooh, that could finally fix me. I know that you're afraid I'm gonna walk away. Each time the feeling fades, you know I'm bad at love.
This song is kind of like self-deprecating.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because at some point when you see that you've had all these partners that are just not the fit for you, you wonder if it's you.
Yeah.
And you just kind of come to the conclusion that, you know what, maybe I'm bad at love. Maybe I'm bad at picking partners. Maybe I just don't know what's good for me.
Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
And based on everything we've listened to prior, you think about like Sorry.
Yeah.
Right? Alone.
Yeah.
Lie. Even at this point, it's kind of safe to say like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing in the love department.
Very true.
And it's easy to end up at this place. But also when it comes to bad at love, you know, for it to be a summary of all her past relationships and bounce between both men and women, I like how she's adding that personal layer again, and highlighting her bisexuality. That's important. I'm glad that she's putting that in her artistry.
Yeah,
you know,
me too. No,
her music.
It's her music, and like I said, Bad at Love is a great song. I loved it from Walls Could Talk.
Yeah.
Walls Could Talk for me is just kind of like, Walls Could Talk is a genesis, and then Bad at Love is like taking what Walls Could Talk was saying and then revealing what maybe the walls were saying.
I get, or maybe
like, I don't know if that makes sense.
What they were exposing.
Yeah, like exposing, because like always calling me a bitch again, and like things like that. So again, like all these arguments that we have behind closed doors.
Right.
When you sit back and you're like, damn, like we really don't gel. Maybe it's me. Like I keep picking the wrong people. So
but we still keep coming back to each other.
Still keep coming back, and then again for the Romeo and Juliet kind of storyline, maybe they really weren't meant for each other, and it was something, because you know, star-crossed lovers. That is so profound. I like that. I mean, again, I think every song does have to do with the storyline, but then again, some I think are just
there as an expansion, maybe
an expansion and moments in Halsey's life that, you know, Halsey wanted to write and create. I really like Bad at Love. I think it was a good single too.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Doing more reading about the album, I actually found that Halsey said she was in a relationship with someone for a really long time, and when she broke up with them and sat down to write this album, she realized she didn't know anything about herself. And so I guess the process of this album was, who am I when I'm alone? Who am I without the gaze of another person? Just who am I without this person?
I thought it was who am I without the gay. Like without the gaze.
Oh, we'll never know that. I can see that within the album, that it's a bit of a self-discovery. I think Sorry is such a pivotal moment. Yes. Because when you're able to step outside of yourself and look at yourself and see where you could be doing better, and know where that stems from, that's when you begin to really change, you know, and you know what to change or what to heal from. Like from Walls Could Talk, I remember she says, ain't your baby no more. So maybe she's kind of moving on, and she's kind of realizing that, hey, this isn't good for me, hence Bad at Love. It was said that hopeless is like kind of like a state of mind.
Yes.
So maybe we're coming out of that a little bit.
Alone out in Central Pay, looking as fine as a damn old name. Everybody thirsty, drinks on me, trying to take back what you said on me. I don't give a damn what you said on me. I'm moving on. I'm getting paid. Yeah, don't even try, can't fuck with my vibe. Double cupping in the ride, motherfucker, don't play with me.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker, don't play with me.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was gonna take.
Running lines like a marathon, got it all white like Parmesan. I am not the type to be passed on. Been so wet with the pain on. How could could I lie when we sip so strong?
How could I lie?
I'm on my own. I had some space to do it.
I just want to highlight, how could I lie when we sip so strong? You know when you drink, it's a truth serum. Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up and in the ride, motherfucker, don't play. Women.
See, yeah.
I did not expect that chorus to kind of take that route. That was really cool. Motherfucker, no blame with that.
Got real gritty.
And I think you're right in what you were saying before we listened, that from Good Morning down,
Yeah.
now it's kind of this, like, her eyes are open a little bit, and it's like, okay, this is not for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and tell you as nicely as I can, but we are going to have to end what we have.
Yeah.
It doesn't suit either one of us, and it's not feeding me anymore.
No.
Don't keep trying to infiltrate my space.
I totally agree with you. You know, just a song about, I guess, gaining more self-respect and reminding yourself and others of who you are. Motherfucker, don't play with me.
Exactly.
Halsey said that these characters are so in love that they're willing to change themselves. But through doing that, I guess they metaphorically kind of die. A part of themselves does.
That's something. Yeah.
Oh.
She doesn't kiss me on the mouth anymore, 'cause it's more intimate than she thinks we should get. When I wake up all alone and I'm thinking of your skin, I remember what you told me. You said that we're not lovers.
Oh.
We're just strangers, to be touched, to be loved, to feel anything at all. We're not lovers. Woo! She doesn't call me on the phone anymore. She says it's innocent. She doesn't let me have control anymore. I must have lost my mind.
Oh, Lord.
When I wake up
Wow, it sounded good.
said that we're not lovers.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
With the same damn hunger, to be touched, to be loved, to feel anything at all. I miss the mornings with you laying in my bed. I miss the memories replaying in my head.
Go back and forth.
But all you're missing is my body.
Nice. Love it.
We're not lovers. To be touched, to be loved, to feel anything at all.
Ooh.
Feel anything at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I put a like because
Yeah.
that is definitely one of the best songs off this album.
Yeah, it was a really good song. It was
We
a good
hit
song.
track 13 and that tick was up.
Back up. Yeah.
I love that. Her and Lauren together, that was a perfect collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the quickness of it. It reminds me of earlier in the album, so I like that we're bringing that sound back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
It was good.
Loved
It was really good. Just bluntly put like a good gay anthem.
Yeah, I mean,
and in that sense,
Yeah.
I think the pronouns are very they're not subtle because obviously it's she, but I like how it's went about. I think for this one it's not too many innuendos, but when the innuendos are there, they're very sensual and you kind of feel it. I guess we're back to the party, so alone and heaven and hiding.
Yeah.
And now there's somebody, we're reading here, Rosa is meeting Luna. And I like it because it's kind of like, you meet somebody at a party, kind of like a one-night stand almost. You meet somebody at a party.
Yeah.
And listen, we don't have to be lovers, okay? And at this point,
Yeah.
Halsey's character doesn't want it.
No.
But you feel good. Let's just see what happens in the moment. This song about just being in the moment. And I really like that.
She doesn't kiss me on the mouth anymore because it's more intimate than she thinks we should get. Let's just
Yeah.
leave this surface level. I love how natural the song sounds.
I woke up to and I had a mess in the living room. Broken bottles all around my feet. 'Cause they talk and drink and laugh about things and fall in love in my backyard. 'Cause nobody seems to ask about me anymore. And nobody seems to recognize too closely to the sun that's setting in the east. And now I'm melting from my wings. Now it's my own anxiety that makes the conversation hard.
Ooh, kind of flips it.
Nobody seems to recognize
I like
me
the way her voice sounds.
in the background.
The lower register.
Everybody look at me, and I'm fading away. I used to be on fire.
Wow.
You know I used to be on fire, fire.
Huh, I vaguely remember that one.
I don't know that one at all.
Yeah.
But I like it because Halsey didn't necessarily know herself outside of a past relationship. And so with Angel on Fire, for me, it's, I used to be this ball of light. I used to be someone I recognized. I used to walk in the room and people wanted to talk to me. There was something about me that intrigued people. But now, it's like I'm not even there. So I like how in the first part, kind of looking at everybody like, okay, what's y'all's problem? Like, what don't you see here?
Right.
And then by the second verse and pre-chorus, kind of being like, oh, is it me though? Have I changed? Maybe they haven't, but I have.
Right.
So I really like that contrast. Angel on Fire. I used to be something. I used to, you know, wow.
I used to light up a room.
Yeah, I used to light up a room. Love can either shine that light or love can dim that light.
And that, that's what I was going to say.
You know.
About dimming. She feels like, you know, there's a saying like, you know, I feel like I am a shadow of who I used to be. That's kind of how this song hits me. Like, with the challenges of life and what you go through, sometimes you do lose yourself. You lose that light. You don't really lose it, but it does dim, like you said.
Yeah,
and it's harder to see. It's harder for you to see. And so it's harder to let it shine through. So Angel is now reflecting devil in me in the next song.
Yes.
And how we're getting both perspectives.
Absolutely.
I saw the lyric about flew too close to the sun. That does feel like another reference to Solace and this storyline.
Yes,
right?
Because the sun is a big ball of gas, but it burns. It also burns.
It can burn,
You say I would hit the ceiling. You
please.
Wow,
please. Do not disrespect Luna.
No, that came in very strong.
You said I should eat my feelings head high. I won't take anyone down if I call tonight, but I still let everyone down when I change in size.
Okay. Can I just add the references in Angel on Fire and Devil in Me to Sorry?
Yeah.
To get those insecurities?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I scream too loud if I speak my mind. I don't want to wake it up.
Oh, I know this song. Wow, it's been a minute since I heard this.
You said I'm too much to handle. You said I'm
this next line right here.
Shine too.
Angel on Fire.
Yup.
I burned the
Candle flow too high. Come on. Love that.
let everyone down when I change in size.
What I like.
And I went tumbling down trying to reach your high.
Come on.
I don't wanna wake it up. I don't wanna wake it up. Gotta wake up. Come back to life.
Now I have to wake
Now I gotta wake.
Gotta wake up, gotta wake up, gotta wake up, come back to life.
This has always been.
Oh, wow. That's one of my absolute favorites. Devil in Me is very good.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Wow, very good. Very good
that's
work.
what you call quality. Yeah, I love how lyrically Angel on Fire and I don't know, did I not pay attention really to the back half of this album because
they really come.
I always knew Devil in Me. That was always one of the songs I loved.
Okay.
But hearing it in this context is like, you know, when you play an album and you play it in order, I'm telling y'all,
everything just kind of comes.
There's a reason why we have track lists.
Wow.
Right? And so I want you to think about, like, right, Angel on Fire and Devil in Me. At first I took Devil in Me as, oh, like I don't want to wake up, the literal bad parts of myself, like I don't want to be this person. But
Right.
I'm seeing that lyrically, the devil is actually, I guess you could say, the good parts about her, or the parts that are to be appreciated that this person she's been with, or these people, have suppressed.
Yes, it's also the part that takes control and is aware of self-worth.
Yeah.
Self-preservation. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
When you do that, people call you the bad guy.
Yep.
So therefore, don't make me wake the devil in me, because not everybody can handle that when you begin to put up boundaries. But boundaries sometimes are a very good thing.
Boundaries need to be set.
I really love that, and I love the callback to Angel on Fire.
Same. I just want to highlight that now I gotta wake it up. It just,
yes.
We are coming to the close of the album. We have one more song left, and so the fact that she has now come to this conclusion, they realize, hey, this is not good for me. I need to want better for myself. These are the things that I need to heal from and change about myself. And now it's like, that devil, that thing that y'all called bad, I need to bring that back.
Absolutely.
Because maybe if that was still here, it would have protected me from what I just went through.
Absolutely.
So, I love that.
Love it.
Boy, you make it look so easy. Promise that I'm gonna call you back in 5. Yeah, I've known that girl for like my whole life. Back in my hotel and I'm alone inside. Oh,
I just realized that they have died by Devil in Me. That version that Halsey was,
yes,
or that these characters were, I guess you could say, they've died by the end of this.
No,
I just wanted to point that out.
Absolutely.
cause you know they're good, that young, but so did this. And so it must be better than I think it is. Better when I'm not around. Hear me on the radio and turn it down. Oh, I can't help the way you make me.
Yeah.
Cause you know the truth hurts, but secrets kill. Can't help thinking that our love is still, still here. It must be something real.
State of mind.
That state of mind, yeah. Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh wow, interesting.
Love that.
Interesting.
Because I was thinking hopeless. They said hopeless is a state of mind. So for this song, kind of talking about how it could be easy to fall back. But again, that's that hopeless cycle, because you realize it's a toxic situation. You remind yourself of a little bit of good, and you fall back into that hole, and you're like, no, I still believe that there's good in you. And it's like, I hope that changes over time, because that's an endless, vicious, hopeless cycle.
Yeah.
Also being a hopeless romantic, because it's something that you still crave, and so you want to see, that in somebody else, and it's like, well, it may not be there. I like the way this album was taken out. It really does tie this entire story together.
It does.
A very, sequenced conceptual album here.
It doesn't end either in a final destination.
No,
it
kind of
leaves
ends
things up to perception, but also up to chance. Like,
absolutely,
anything could kind of happen from there.
Absolutely,
because this is, like you said, it is indeed a cycle. Sometimes cycles don't really come to an end. You might stay in a spot for longer periods of time, but it doesn't mean that you're out of that cycle just yet.
There's change.
So I like that idea.
Of course.
Hopefully, Hopeless changes over time. Yeah, sonically that one was very different. So, that was Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I'm so glad we got to do it. I'm glad that Halsey has finally been introduced to the channel.
Halsey!
I think that this was the perfect album to start with. I didn't realize it had this much of a storyline, so that was a very pleasant surprise. Always known that Halsey was a very detailed writer.
Yes.
And their voice is just, there's something so airy about it, but there's a lot of emotion there too. I like how we got a lot of variation. The album wasn't flat vocally. It was very, a lot of hills and valleys. And so I'm glad we got to experienced that.
Absolutely, this is the first time that I've listened. I'm aware of the album. Obviously, I've played songs off the album, but I'm glad that we were able to sit down and actually digest it and take it in.
Yeah.
I was not aware of the storyline. You know us on this channel, we love sequencing, and so when it's kind of already in your face, it's cool when you have to find it, but when it's already in your face, I love it. Now I'm looking at the cover, and that's the first time I actually realized that there's a male figure on the cover as well. I've never realized that. And the fact as vinyl sits behind us. So
I love the cover. I think,
honestly, it paints a modern Romeo and Juliet. Luna and Solus, you know? And I honestly, I hope we're pronouncing that right. Album as a whole, absolutely amazing. Every song was great. I don't think there was one dip in this album. Doesn't this make you wanna...
No. Thank you guys so much for watching.
It will be on the channel.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And just...
Oh, when you see Halsey's name again, and you see that...
You know what? Maybe we'll do a poll. We will do a poll to see what it is they would like to hear next.
Okay, of course we'd love to know what you guys thought about the album. Let us know your top 5 down below in the comments.
If you enjoyed watching us react, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, that way you know when we upload. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.